Hi there. Today I want to share a really beautiful little story with you. It feels like stepping right into a sunbeam. It's called Why Butterflies Never Hurry. So let's just dive in. So the story kicks off in this absolutely magical place. Just listen to this. In a valley where wildflowers bloomed in every color the sky had ever dreamed. Can you just picture that? Like a painting with impossible colors all glowing in this soft, warm light?
And right in the middle of this incredible valley, we meet our main character. Let's find out a little bit more about this unhurried butterfly.
Okay, so her name is Celeste, and wow, her wings are just like a work of art. They're the color of the sunrise, with these soft peach edges, a glowing gold center, and then these shimmering silver dots. It's almost like she carries a little piece of the dawn around with her everywhere she goes.
But here's the thing that really makes Celeste stand out. And it's not just how beautiful she is. It's that she was always late. In a world that's all about going faster, she's this gentle, slow-moving mystery.
And you can really see that contrast here. On one side, you've got everyone else. The bees are buzzing like crazy, dragonflies are darting all over the place, and even the swallows are chirping, "Hurry!" It's just constant motion. And then there's Celeste. She just drifted. She floated. She smiled. A totally different beat, right?
And this is the key to understanding her. This is what unlocks her whole world. She was not trying to arrive. She was trying to notice. I mean, what a huge shift in perspective that is. For her, the journey is the destination.
And because her whole goal was just to notice things, she saw a world full of these tiny little miracles. All the stuff everyone else just zoomed right past, like upside-down reflections in a single dewdrop, or the way a rose slowly opens, or how sunlight moves across the grass like warm, glowing honey. Just beautiful.
Okay, so every great story needs a contrast, right? A different point of view. And now, we're gonna meet him. Let's talk about the rabbit who rushed.
So this is Oliver, and he's the total opposite of Celeste. He was always in a hurry, so much so that it says even his thoughts seem to race. And I think a lot of us can relate to that, right? That feeling of constant pressure inside, just pushing you to go faster, get to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And all of that rushing, well, it led him to this really simple but just heartbreaking confession. Celeste finds him sitting by a little brook, all sad, and he just says, "I think I lost my happy." Wow. That's such a quiet but powerful thing to say.
And Celeste's response, it's just so gentle and wise. She doesn't give him some complicated answer. She just asks this one simple question that changes everything. She says, "Where did you last see it?" It's like she's talking about his car keys, She treats his happiness like it's this real thing that he just misplaced, something he can actually find again.
And Oliver's response, his confusion, it really is the central question of the whole story. He asks, how can anyone move too fast for happiness? And that kind of hits you, doesn't it? Because it feels wrong. We're always rushing towards our goals, thinking that's where the happiness is, waiting at the finish line.
And right there, that's where Celeste's lesson really begins. She invites him on a totally new kind of adventure. The story calls it a journey of noticing.
And you can immediately see their two different ways of thinking just collide. Celeste stops to look at something, and Oliver's first thought is, "You forgot where you were going." See, his mind is already at the end of the path. But her reply? It's everything. She just says, "No, I am already there." She is completely in the moment. She's always there.
And because she's there, it lets them see the world in a totally new way. So let's take a look at what they find.
So first, Celeste just tells him to listen. And when he actually stops and really listens, he hears so much more than just the wind. He hears this quiet little symphony of the valley, the hum of the bees, a little trickle of water, the super soft rustle of flower petals brushing against each other. Suddenly, the world is just alive with sound. Then she tells him to look closer. And what does he see? Get this, a tiny sleeping ladybug, all tucked away and safe inside this velvety petal. I mean, it's a moment of just perfect peace, something he would have just completely blown past an hour ago. And then he sees a spider web. But it's not just a spider web. The morning light hits it and turns it into this necklace of glittering diamonds. It's all about seeing how extraordinary the ordinary stuff really is. And one more thing, just a single feather, caught in the grass, but it's glowing this pale blue color in the sun. See, it's all about the light, isn't it?
It just reveals all this magic that's been hiding in plain sight the whole time.
And you can see the effect this has on Oliver. As he starts to really notice the world around him, he starts to change on the inside. His steps get softer, his breathing gets quieter, and then, without even thinking about it, his smile comes back. What he sees on the outside literally changes how he feels on the inside.
And this journey brings them and us to the top of a hill. And this is it. This is the heart of the whole story's lesson, why butterflies never hurry.
And as he stands there looking out over the shimmering valley, Oliver just whispers it, the thing we've been waiting to hear. I found it. My happy. The search is over.
But Celeste, she has one last beautiful piece of wisdom for him. She says, "It was never lost. It was simply waiting for you to slow down enough to see it." Wow. So happiness wasn't some place he had to get to. It was literally all around him the entire time.
And that brings us to the final big idea of the story. Butterflies never hurry because they know that some of life's most beautiful moments only appear to those who move gently enough to see them. What a powerful thought, right? It really makes you wonder what tiny miracles are out there waiting for us if we could just slow down enough to see them.